Cinema Synopses. Spoiler alert! In 1988, following his mother's death,
Take my hand, Peter.
a young Peter Quill is abducted from Earth by the Ravagers, a group of space pirates led by Yondu Udonta. 26 years later, on the planet of Morag, Quill steals an orb, but is attacked by Korath,
Drop it. Man, Ninja Turtle, you better stop poking me.
a subordinate to the fanatical Kree, Ronan. Although Quill escapes with the orb, Yondu discovers his theft and issues a bounty for his capture.
Where you at now, boy? I will find you. I put a bounty on him.
While Ronan sends the assassin Gamora after the orb.
You will not fail.
Have I ever?
Sandarians. What a bunch of losers.
When Quill attempts to sell the orb on Xandar, capital of the Nova Empire,
The orb. As commissioned.
Want no part of this transaction if Ronan is involved.
Gamora ambushes him and steals it.
This wasn't the plan.
Fight ensues, drawing in a pair of bounty hunters, the genetically and cybernetically modified raccoon Rocket,
Put him in the bag. Not her him. Genders, man.
and the tree-like humanoid Groot.
A humanoid plant, I think it's been traveling recently as 89P13's personal houseplant / muscle.
By the authority of the Nova Corps, you are under arrest.
Nova Corps officers capture the four, detaining them in the kiln. A powerful inmate there, Drax,
Ronan murdered my wife, Ovette. Well, her life is not yours to take.
attempts to kill Gamora due to her association with Ronan, who killed his family.
I shall kill one of his in return.
Quill convinces Drax that Gamora can bring Ronan to him, though Gamora reveals that she has betrayed Ronan, unwilling to let him use the orb's power. They learn that Gamora has a buyer for the orb.
You know where to sell my orb.
Meanwhile, Ronan meets with Gamora's adoptive father, Thanos, to discuss her betrayal.
Your sources say that she meant to betray us. The whole time! Shall honor our agreement, Kree, if you bring me the orb.
The group makes a plan to escape the kiln, but the plan goes wrong when Groot steals the battery before the group is ready.
Creepy little beast!
Quill, Gamora, Rocket, Groot, and Drax work together to escape the kiln in Quill's ship, the Milano.
I'm gonna die surrounded by the biggest idiots in the galaxy.
Quill's group flee to Nowhere,
It's called Nowhere.
a remote criminal outpost in space built in the giant severed head of a celestial. The group meet Gamora's contact, the collector Tenalir Tevan.
How wonderful to me in the flesh.
Meanwhile, a drunken Drax summons Ronan.
You shall send a message for me.
Tevan opens the orb, revealing an Infinity Stone,
These stones can only be brandished by beings of extraordinary strength.
an item of immeasurable power that destroys all but the most powerful beings who wield it.
Beautiful, beyond compare.
Tevan's tormented assistant, Karina, grabs the stone.
Stand back.
I will no longer be your slave!
Triggering an explosion that engulfs Tevan's archive.
At last, I shall meet my foe and destroy him.
Ronan arrives and fights with Drax, while the others flee by ship, pursued by Ronan's followers and Gamora's adoptive sister Nebula.
Nebula! Retrieve the orb! I don't recall killing your family. I doubt I'll remember killing you either.
Ronan seemingly kills Drax. Nebula destroys Gamora's ship,
You will already be dead.
leaving her floating in space, and Ronan's fighters capture the orb.
It is done.
Quill contacts Yondu before following Gamora into space,
Yondu, if you're there, come get me.
giving her his helmet to survive.
You'll die in second.
Yondu arrives and retrieves the pair.
Welcome home, Peter.
Thanos is the most powerful being in the universe.
Not anymore.
On Ronan's flagship, the Dark Aster, Ronan embeds the stone in his warhammer, taking its power for himself. He contacts Thanos, threatening to kill him after first destroying Xandar.
You call me boy! I'm coming for you.
Hateful of her adoptive father, Nebula allies with Ronan.
You kill him, I will help you destroy 1,000 planets.
Rocket, Drax, and Groot threaten to attack Yondu's ship to rescue them.
If you don't hand over our companions now, he's gonna tear your ship a new one.
But Quill negotiates a truce, promising the orb to Yondu.
Remember, boy, at the end of all this, I get the stone.
Quill's group agrees that facing Ronan means certain death, but that they cannot let him use the Infinity Stone to destroy the galaxy.
We have to stop Ronan.
I have a plan.
The Ravagers and Quill's group join with the Nova Corps to confront the Dark Aster at Xandar.
He says that he's an a-hole, but he's not 100% a dick.
Do you believe that he is here to help?
Yeah.
With Quill's group breaching the Dark Aster with the Milano.
Xandar, you stand accused.
Ronan uses his empowered warhammer to destroy the Nova Corps fleet.
Nebula! Help us fight Ronan!
Gamora fights and defeats Nebula, who then escapes. But the group find themselves outmatched by Ronan's power, until Rocket crashes a Ravager ship through the Dark Aster. The damaged Dark Aster crash lands on Xandar, with Groot sacrificing himself to shield the group.
You'll die. Why are you doing this?
We are Groot.
Ronan emerges from the wreck and prepares to destroy Xandar.
Behold, your guardians of the galaxy.
But Quill distracts him.
Ooh, child, together.
What are you doing?
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
Allowing Drax and Rocket to destroy Ronan's warhammer. Quill grabs the freed stone. And with Gamora, Drax and Rocket sharing its burden,
You're mortal. How?
We're the guardians of the galaxy.
they use it to destroy Ronan. In the aftermath, Quill tricks Yondu into taking a container supposedly containing the stone,
He's gonna be so pissed when he realizes I switched out the orb on him.
and gives the real stone to the Nova Corps. As the Ravagers leave Xandar, Yondu remarks that it turned out well that they did not deliver Quill to his father per their contract.
Probably good we didn't deliver him to his dad.
That guy was a jackass.
Quill's group, now known as the Guardians of the Galaxy, have their criminal records expunged, and Quill learns that he is only half human, his father being part of an ancient, unknown species.
He's something very ancient. We've never seen here before.
Quill finally opens the last present he received from his mother.
And I will always be with you, my little Star-Lord.
A cassette tape filled with her favorite songs. The Guardians leave in the rebuilt Milano, along with a sapling cut from Groot.
We'll follow your lead, Star-Lord.
In a post-credit scene, Tavan sits in his destroyed archive with two of his living exhibits, a canine cosmonaut and an anthropomorphic duck.
What do you let it lick you like that for?
Keep watching for some fun Easter eggs and trivia from Guardians of the Galaxy. When arrested, Rocket's attributes list his known associates, Groot and Lilla. Lady Lilla is a sentient otter and a soulmate to Rocket in the Marvel Universe. The Collector's residence in the film is the space station Nowhere. In the comics, Nowhere is the base of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yondu's primary weapon is a sentient arrow. In the comics, Yondu was an archer. Cosmo, a telepathic dog from the early Soviet space missions, and member of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the comics, has a cameo during the collector's scenes on Nowhere. The film was released 28 years to the day after the 1986 Marvel movie Howard the Duck. The title character appears in the post-credits sequence. Stan Lee makes his usual cameo as a perverted Xandarian citizen that Rocket scans while looking for a bounty. Lee got this cameo because although he did not create the Guardians of the Galaxy, he is the official co-creator of the character Groot, along with Jack Kirby and Dick Ayers. Vin Diesel recorded all his lines in several different languages, including Russian, Mandarin, Spanish, Portuguese, German, and French, so that he could use his real voice in the film around the world.
French.
Je suis Groot.
Spanish.
Soy Groot.
Mandarin.
Whoa, she galuta.